What's up, y'all? DJ K-Lavi of DJGurl.com, talking all things DJing from a woman's perspective, and I'm back with another video. Alright, y'all, so this video is about overcoming your nerves, overcoming nervousness before you DJ and while you're DJing. Now, I thought of this topic because there was a DJ that came to my page and was frantic, completely frantic about their gig, their very first gig they were going to DJ the very next day. In front of people for the first time, and I believe this might have been on Zoom because, yes, it was after COVID. So, but she was really nervous about it. She just wanted some words of wisdom, something to just make her feel better. And so I was like, okay, well, let's just do a topic on it. So, DJing can be quite nerve-wracking. I still get nervous to this day sometimes. Well, no, I do, for sure. And it's something that gets better over time, obviously with practice and with more comfort with what you're doing and working with and all that. Obviously the nerves they don't play as big of a factor, but they never fully go away. It's something that you learn to just work with. But as a new beginner DJ, man, that is like nervous central. I remember. I totally remember. First of all, you want to come prepared. I mean, I was going to say that number one off top. To combat nervousness is to practice. Practice, practice, practice makes perfect. We know this. Making sure everything is set up and ready to go by showtime, okay? So you want to do a sound check. You want to set yourself up for the best success that you can, because that way you're already knocking out 50% of those nerves because you know what you're about to do. Now, obviously during DJ gigs, things happen, curveballs come your way, whatever. But the more prepared you are, the better you are at handling anything that comes your way. And you know, most of the time, nothing crazy will actually happen, you know? Like, don't even psych yourself up to think that. Like, just come ready to go. Come looking good, because when you look good, you feel good, and when you feel good, you are good. Gotta do that. Yeah, come prepared, come ready to go. So, number two is like calming yourself in the best way you know how to, mindfully. That obviously is different for different people. So for instance, I, like to drink tea. I'm a tea drinker. I actually have some tea with me right now to keep my nerves calmed down for this situation. Anyways, I don't know nerves right now. But I like to drink like chamomile tea the night before, and then maybe the day of. It kind of just keeps my nerves just kind of calm. Like, try it out. I don't know, try. There's several calming teas, but I usually go for chamomile, organic chamomile tea. Other people may want to pray or do like a meditation or something the night before or right before you're about to go on. Like, take that moment to kind of collect yourself and breathe, take some breaths. It goes a long way. Actually, breathing through your nose and out through your mouth. And close your eyes while you're doing it. And just focus. Focus yourself. Calm your nerves. Like, understand where you're at in that moment of calm. And then try to maintain that. Or try to always be able to bring yourself back to that moment of calm. Even in, the height of your DJ performance. It might work for you. I don't condone this, but some people do like to have a libation, a drink beforehand, and they might sip on that one drink or maybe two drinks throughout the duration of their performance, and that could obviously calm your nerves, but like I said, that is not what I'm pushing. I would actually say try not to drink at all during DJing, during your performance. You want to stay on your A game, and drinking greatly inhibits that. But you know your limits and you know what you need to do. But, you know, for some people that works. I have tried that and it has worked for me. Kind of loosened things up and made it work. But don't do that. Anyways, so yes, calming tea, calming meditation, calming thoughts, you know, along with preparation, you're good to go. All right, you guys. So number 3 is just to realize that actually most people don't really, you know, they're not really paying that much attention to everything you're doing. So they really don't care as much as you might think, unless you're playing to like a room full of DJs, skeptical DJs who, you know, listen out for transitions and song selection specifically. I don't know, DJs, we just do that. But most of the time that's not the case, and you're just dealing with, you know, regular people who are engulfed in whatever they're doing at the event. So as long as you have a decent song selection and your mixes aren't like abrupt and aggressive, then you should be okay. I'm saying don't worry about them as much. Now, obviously you want to be tuned into them, and so you can get feedback from the audience as a whole. But as far as just like being so focused on them as opposed to being focused on what you're doing, don't do that, because honestly they're not really tripping as much. They'll hear something crazy if you're messing up, but if you're focused on what you're doing, you shouldn't have any of those problems. My next word of advice is to make sure you're paying attention to what you are doing. Number 4, pay attention to what you're doing. Be focused. So you're prepared, you're mentally calm, you're not worried about what other folks is talking about, you worried about what you're doing. Okay, so that's a big part of combating nervousness. Like, you're not thinking about what everybody else is thinking, you're thinking about what you're doing. And you know, people are gonna come up to you and they're gonna ask questions and have song requests and give you signals and do really distracting things, but you have to know that that comes with the territory, and to not get distracted by it like that. Like, don't let it distract you to the point where you're messing up and now everybody's looking at you crazy because things aren't sounding good. Which leads me to my last point of having fun with it. So you want to go into it with a mindset of having fun. Mindset on fun. Okay, so everybody else is enjoying their time at this event, and you should as well. So when you're prepared and you're calm and in a even keel state, you should have fun because you're playing good music, right? You got your good song selections going and everybody's in the vibe. You should be in the vibe too, and not tripping off of every little detail, like, oh my god, that beat was off a little bit, I didn't mix it right, no, don't get lost in that. Like, keep it moving, just keep it moving, keep it going. People want to have a good time, they're there to have a good time, so you know, they're feeding off of your energy too, so you want to also be exuding that as well. These things have all helped me just kind of like forget about the nerves, because it's like once you're up there and you're in it, there is no turning back. Like, the party started, let's go time. You know, you don't have time for the nerves, you don't have space for all of that. You got to get the job done. So just have a good time, focused, meditate, drink some tea, come prepared, and do your thing. Kill it up there, okay? No more nerves. If you do have any other questions or any other concerns or something you'd like me to bring up or talk about, please go ahead and leave it in the comment box below. Okay, I'm also gonna leave other links and things below for you to check out in relation to this topic. Also, check out the video I did called 5 Tips for Beginner Women DJs. That also goes through some things that you want to take into consideration when you're first getting started DJing. That is right here. But I'll have it linked below with other things as well, okay? Take care. Peace.